Hop, 2, 3, 4, hop, 2, 3, 4, hop, 2. Oh, are we live? Oh, my bad. Yo, Jonathan here, doing some music. Maybe. Maybe we'll just mess around for a while. And maybe I'll just sit here and vape and drink my naked greens machine smoothie for an hour or two, and that will be the whole stream. What about if we just make this an ASMR stream and I just breathe into the mic? I usually do that anyway for free. I usually just do that. But yeah, maybe we can do that instead of like doing anything else. What do you guys think? Is that cool? No, but seriously, if you ever wonder why I like breathe so heavily into the mic and in general, I actually have sinus problems. I had to get surgery on it a couple of years back. Yeah, I don't really want to talk like too intimately about it, I guess, on stream. No, I mean, it's nothing like secret or nothing like that. You know, I have a growth like somewhere inside here in my sinuses, and it's like my nose is always blocked. And so sometimes I find myself being a little bit of a mouth breather and not meaning to, or else you can like really loudly hear my nose while I'm breathing. So that's the reason why I'm always breathing heavily into the mic, if you didn't already know that. I think I've mentioned that before on other streams too, but just in case you're newer here and didn't catch that information, that's what that is. But no, guys, I reached a new kind of, I guess, a new appreciation for what I'm doing last night. And just really, I listened to like some more experimental hip hop last night, and I just kind of remembered, you know, that's what I'm trying to do here with this project. You know, I've been kind of, for the past like, I guess like week maybe, I've been more like, I find myself falling into a lot of the traps that I used to fall into in music when I was doing it like way more before, when I was you know, a few years back. And you know, I got into this kind of zone when I was doing it every day. Like recently, I'm talking about, I started falling back into the trap of wanting to make sure that everything's like perfectly structured and that everything has like, you know, like this kind of sound to it that would, I guess, sort of not be appealing, but sort of like just I've been thinking a little too much inside the box again, I guess, is a way that I could describe it. But then I remembered, man, my original inspiration for this project. Sorry, I keep interrupting myself because I'm like sharing the link too. Let me get this shared real quick and then I'll continue. All right, there we are. So yeah, as I was saying, my original the original reason why I felt like so inspired to like come back and make more music, and the thing that sort of sparked that initially was the fact that I really wanted to make like an experimental LP or album, experimental hip hop still, but experimental, you know, being the main sort of reason or like sort of factor that like really drew me into doing it. And over the past week or two, like I said, I've been kind of falling into the trap of like, oh, I gotta structure it like the way that I'm always used to doing it. You know what I mean? And after listening to more experimental hip hop last night, man, I really just gotta say, I need to really break back out of that way of thinking so like structured about it, and really just have fun, go really as loose as I want to go. I think for me that's like the beauty of like experimental things, That's why I like my animated show as well falls into like more of the it falls into a little bit of the category of being an experimental animated series. It's just that like a lot of those like preconceived sort of structures that we've built ourselves when it comes to defining what genre is and falling into all of the kind of tropes of things and everything like that is really something that I don't want to have to abide by, and it's something that I don't really want to have to create around. I don't want to have to fall into tropes and structures and things like that. And so that's where I find like experimental stuff, I find like that's where a lot of the beauty in it lies. You just get, I love that feeling of like when I'm creating that I can just get like as loose as I want with things and sort of just not worry about any of that kind of structure. And that sort of, so it becomes more an exercise of just like, to me anyway, that gets it like even, it adds more of even like the feeling of like just creating out of pure expression, and that's really, I think, like the beautiful thing about creative endeavors. Any kind of creative endeavor really is just that rawness of like pure expression, and that's really what I took away from like my little music listening session last night, that I gotta come back out of this box and just really go loose and just really not focus, but just really like try to just express what I want to express and just have fucking fun, And I noticed too, like when I first started making this project, like if I played some of my earlier beats that I did like before these streams, ones that I've even like written stuff to and like even recorded some lines to and stuff like that, it's a lot more different. It sounds a lot more different than the stuff I've been creating recently. Kind of in a good way, I guess. It's just a lot less defined as hip hop. It's more, and I think that's a cool thing because like I took that long break away from doing music, and when I came back and started making music again, I was actually happy. I was actually feeling really good about the place that I was at when I started making this project again, because I wasn't tied to that same structure that I had been like every day when I was making music before. Like I'm talking about like years back, the time before. When I was doing it every day, then I sort of fell into that same sort of like structure and that sort of like routine. But when I came back and started like working on this project, I had been out of that way of thinking for so long that like I just didn't feel like tied to that structure anymore. And I feel like that was really helpful for my music. So from here forward, I think that I'm going to try to take that same attitude on board and just try my best not to like fall into the traps of like being defined by these preset ideas and these tropes that genre fall into. And I'm just gonna completely focus on like having a good time and having fun. And yeah, that's where I am now. So I'm not gonna stress myself out anymore if I don't get a melody sounding right, or if I don't get something timed how I want it to get timed. I'm just going to free flow this shit and just really just try to like express myself through the music, and I'm not even gonna worry about like, cause like even when I'm like trying to make a beat, I'm thinking like, how could I write bars to this? And it's I'm thinking of it in too much of like a traditional sort of mindset. I'm like, how would a 16 sound on this, or how would I flow and all this kind of stuff. But the fact that I want to make something experimental means that I don't have to do any of that shit, man. I can write this however I want to write it. If I don't want to have any fucking bars, I don't have to have any bars. If I want to say like one word on the song over and over, I can feel free to do that, you know? So it's not like tied down to these same principles, you know? So yeah, that's what I just kind of like moved. I'm glad that I had that little like music listening session last night and kind of just recalibrated my mindset again, you know, and just said like, yo, this is what I set out to do, and I'm not gonna get tied down into these fucking genre specific tropes and all that, like I've been saying. So yeah, let's get on to some experimental fucking hip hop, shall we? So I can't stress that enough, man. This project is going to be experimental. I ain't tying this down to no fucking hip hop sound that I need to tie it down to. If it sounds crazy, it sounds crazy. If it sounds cool, it sounds cool. Whatever the fucking case may be, man, I'm gonna go for it. So I'm even gonna go into some of these samples that I tried out before that I feel like didn't work. And I'm even gonna go in and try to do some stuff with those too. Something that I really wanted to do was to put some of the samples into Audacity and like reverse the samples and see how that shit sounds. So I'm gonna start doing that with a lot of stuff too and see what I can come up with. Let's fucking do that now, man. Hey, what up, Dracula? I'm just over here ranting about just sort of like my mindset with this project at the minute. I had like a little bit of a, I guess you could call it a small epiphany last night when I was listening to some music, and I'm just kind of refocusing myself on like what I really want this project to be, you know. So yeah, I've just been talking about how I'm making it like, you know, how I've wanted to make this like an experimental thing first and foremost, rather than like just hip hop. I want it to be experimental hip hop. So I'm really just trying to, you know, better set myself into that mindset of not being like tied down to all the like genre specific things that we think of when we think of hip hop, you know? Because I've been a little hard on myself recently. I found like I've been falling into that like genre trap of like trying to structure everything like hip hop, you know, and it's like I don't want to do that to myself. So yeah, that's basically what I've been talking about so far. Playback device. Right now, I'm just messing with some Audacity. I'm putting in some of these samples that I had, and I'm like gonna put them in reverse and like see how they sound. So I think I'm gonna try a Final Fantasy one first. That one kind of caught my eye just now. Final Fantasy, where are you? How you doing anyway, Dracula? All right, so that's the original. I'm going to put that. Why does that sound so low, though? I don't get it. There, is that better? Oh yeah, I had it on the wrong setting. All right, let's put this up. Yo, I don't know what's up with. I don't know what's wrong with this C drive on this laptop, man. It's like I've like tried my hardest to like clear that shit so much. Like I went through this phase of clearing it like every single day. And for some reason, as soon as I clear it, it just fills right the fuck back up. I don't know if it's a virus on here or like what the deal is. Like I've tried so many things with this laptop, and it's just crazy. Like I don't know how to solve the issue with it. And I have a sneaky kind of suspicion that the guy that sold this to me like knew, like he obviously knew that was happening, but he didn't say shit about it. Um, so yeah, it's a pretty good laptop. I heard it's like kind of rare, but I didn't know that at the time when I bought it. I bought this when like I started my animation degree, and I didn't have much money at the time to like buy a computer, but I had to buy something, you know, that was sort of like halfway powerful. And so I seen like this is like a gaming laptop, and it was kind of like, it was like $350 or something like that. And I thought for with like the specs and stuff like that, you know, got a 7 gigs free. I don't even know what mine's at the minute. It's probably a big nightmare. Oh my god, yes. I can clean that up a little bit. I can maybe get like 2 gigs off there, but anything more, and then it's kind of always on the red, to be honest. And like I'm saying, like I don't know what's up with it. It just like fills itself back up like super fast. Yeah, so I got it for like 300 or 350 or whatever. I think I haggled the guy to like 325 or whatever. But it's really all I could afford at the time for like the kind of specs that it has and like the price. I just took it, you know. And it ended up like the battery was all messed up. It didn't like hold a charge. So I had to get that fixed. I paid like 50 or something or 40 to get that fixed. And then it also has that issue with the C drive that it's just like always filling up real fast. So I do the best I can. I use the cleaner on it like every couple of days and just, you know, kind of do that with it. But there's nothing really I can do with this laptop, I think, with that issue. I've been meaning to get a new PC, but I've just been dragging my feet about it, to be honest. I've got like the cash and stuff to get it, but I just haven't taken time to like pick one out yet. But I'll definitely be getting that soon. I want to get a new setup. All right, what was I doing? Reversing the sample. Let me see. There we go. Let's see how this should probably sound crazy reversed. Oh my goodness. Yes. For some reason, I think parts of that will sound cool when it's like slowed down. I don't know why. What about if we put like some kind of filter on there too? Change tempo. Yeah, I don't know what BPM it's actually on originally, but I want to have it at 140. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Put the pitch down. I can do that in the other software though. I think once I put it into the, I think I'll do it that way once I put it into the once I put it into the piano roll. I'll just put it at a lower pitch in there. I think actually let's just see how it sounds now. Anyway, change speed and pitch. Nah, I think we'll just change the pitch for now. That's wild. That's a little too much, I think. Yeah, Fruity Loops. I used to use Fruity Loops. I gotta get another copy of that actually. The only reason I use the one that I use is because I once I like felt inspired to do this new project. I wanted to kind of try something new, and I just sort of this is like sort of the first one that I got, but I've been meaning to like get other softwares too. Fruity Loops is awesome. I used to use that all the time. So yeah, you're actually right. I should definitely get that again. That's the thing. I like procrastinate in like a lot of areas. I've always been like a procrastinator, and that's something that I always wanted to change. I always tried to like be mindful of that and like want to improve that about myself. All right, we're getting lift there. You're getting lift right there. Ooh, that part sounded pretty cool. Do I rap? Yes, I do. That'll be the next phase of like all of these streams. Once I get enough beats together that I like and that I feel like have enough potential, then I'll move to the second stage, which is like, making the beats even better and cooler, and then start writing as well. And then maybe recording them some days. Obviously, like, because that's what I want to do. I want to have like my whole like process of making this new CD like on live stream. So yeah, that'll be like the next phase. This is just like obviously this is just the first phase, like me starting to try to bring some beats together. Where the fuck is that sample? Sample 2. Oh, there. Okay. All right, so that's gonna be our sample for today. I might actually try. Fucking mouse is tripping again, man. I think I'll actually try to reverse a couple other samples while I have Audacity open. I'm curious to try that Echo the Dolphin. Try to do that one. La 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 la. All right, let's see what this shit sounds like. This will probably be crazy right here. Chop that part off the start. Sounds kind of similar, but kind of very cool too. I think I'll stick with that. Tempo. I like. All right, let me go ahead and save this file real quick. What were we on? Oh, we're on to number 34. Call that one Echo. All right, close that down. Open it back up. Where are you? Ah, shit. I saved it as the same thing by accident. Damn it. All right, let me change that. I'm surprised it let me export that as the same name. It usually doesn't do that, I thought. Oh, that's cool. Do you have any music on your channel? Ooh, that sounds cool when it's real slowed down like that. I like that. Yo, I think that sounds cool right there. Hopefully, I can get some nice drums to match up with that. I like that. Alright, so I'm gonna keep that one muted for now, but I really, cause I'm digging this Echo the Dolphin one right here. I should have maybe dropped like a EQ onto that as well, some kind of filter, but I can do that in here too. Yes, that is dope. Do you go by Dracula as well for your rap name, or do you have a different name? That's awesome. Do you plan on doing any videos or anything, or nothing in the nothing in your plans for now for stuff like that? You know what I'm actually gonna do here too? I'm going to fucking put some. I'm gonna get some of these samples. I got a new pack of samples last night, like a bunch of video game stuff, but it's all like sound effects from games. Rather that there's not really like musical stuff in here. It's more like just like sound effects. Oh, that's awesome. Lyric videos are cool. So yeah, look, I can take like there's like dialogue from games here, all the sound effects. For some reason, they didn't put any of the music soundtrack from games in this pack, which is kind of weird. But they have all of the sound effects from the games: Xbox, PlayStation, Sega, Nintendo. So I'm gonna put like a vocal in here and reverse the vocal too, and then lay that on top of the sample I just did too. This might be cool. Some Batman. Let's see what they're saying. Actually, let me just listen in. Nah, yeah, I can listen here for now. Alright, no talking. I thought it said dialogue. What's going on? Tomb Raider. What the fuck? That's not the same. Oh, 62. My bad. Hey, how you doing? Thanks for stopping by. You doing all good? We're doing some crazy shit tonight. I'm going fully experimental on this piece. I took some soundtrack from Echo the Dolphin right here for Sega. I put it into Audacity and reversed that shit. And then now this is a sound effect from this little one bar one right here is a sound effect from Mega Man. So I think with this one, I'm going to add in some reverb. Make the room size bigger too. Something like that. Oh, that's dope. Nice. I like ambient music. That's what I was talking about at the start of this stream. Like the first thing that's like inspired me to do this new project is like experimental hip hop. So I really I kind of lost track of that while I was doing these streams every day, you know. I fell into like a lot of the traps of like thinking just about it in like a strictly hip hop kind of way, and like how a lot of that's like structured and just all of the trappings of like the genre. And last night I just kind of reached a point where I was like, I gotta fall back out of that like frame of mind more and just like get real loose with it again, because that's really, like I said, that's what I intended to like when I started out doing this again. That's what I really wanted to do, was experimental hip hop. And so yeah, I'm just trying to do that more now rather than just like, because it was starting to get like too hip, just like strictly kind of hip hop, and I don't want to fall into that like I don't want to fall into like, oh, I gotta write 16 bars for this verse and do a hook and all of that. I just don't want to fall into those trappings. So I feel like experimental is like always it's always really appealing to me, you know, in whatever it is. I love experimental like animation and experimental movies and everything like that. So, and music is no different. I just feel like as a creative thing, it's like it gives you like sort of free reign, you know, to do like kind of whatever, and just like it's like raw expression about that. It gives you like more like power to just like for like raw expression. I feel like, and that's my opinion anyway. You know, that's kind of the way I take it, and so I that's what I really want to accomplish for this project. Plus, like I said, I've taken out all of those kind of stresses of having to know like, oh, I yeah, see, you know what I mean. I take out it takes out all those stresses that I don't want to have. Like, oh damn, I didn't finish my 16 bars for that, and it just kind of I don't know. It flows better with kind of like where I'm at in my life right now. Because I've done a lot of hip hop music, you know, in the past, but I had taken a long time from doing music. I used to do like gigs and stuff like that over here in the UK. Yeah, see, and you get to the point where like I got to the point where I was doing that like every day before, and it became like so much of a habit for me that there was really like no kind of there was like not a real big challenge to it anymore either, you know. And I just didn't want that. I wanted this like this new project to sort of like challenge me in different ways, not to like stress me, but to like just take me to like wherever it might take me rather than just knowing that oh I'm gonna like do all of these songs and it's gonna be like a bunch of like two or three verse songs with like the hooks and the I just didn't want to have that kind of structure to it, you know. So I feel like I feel more right now. I feel more comfortable just doing that and more like free as well. I definitely want to get more bass, more bass sounds. More. I gotta download some more packs of bass. Yeah, that would be cool. I'll probably do that tomorrow. Download some new packs. I did really want to get a bass line kind of started here before I did the drums, but I'll see what's happening. I might wait until I download new packs. That sound reminds me of that song. Oh man, I'm gonna show my age here, but there's a song like Laffy Taffy. This sound right here reminds me of that. There it goes. Shake that Laffy Taffy. Shake that labbit dabbit. Oh, god damn. Excuse me. Don't mind me. Just dying over here. Come on, give me some sick bass, baby. Oh, that says brass, not bass. Oh, maybe I'll put that in. No, I can't actually. I gotta get it from that one pack of sound effects. I was saying earlier, I want to get like a vocal sample and put it into reverse, and then add that into here too in the sounds. Actually, let me see if I can find something real quick for that. Announcer. Oh, that should be good.
This isn't your grandpa's bass boat.
What? Let's just put that in for the fuck of it.
The leaderboard awaits if you don't crash.
Or maybe that the leaderboard awaits if you don't crash.
Blast off time.
Oh, damn, these are good.
It's going to take driving skills to get a good time. Drop the rides and grab the keys.
How do I usually do my drums? I've just been putting them into the sequencer, kind of. But I got some good advice earlier, too. Oh, sorry. I thought my camera was frozen for a second. I was just checking. I usually put them into the frequencer, or the sequencer, sorry. But I got some cool advice earlier from a guy that I know from way back. And he's actually a drummer. He's a very good drummer. And he was giving me some advice, saying that try not to always do it like in perfect timing with the sequencer. Kind of like throw some of your kicks or your snares off like by 1 or 2. And that'll give it a more natural sound. So I think I'm going to mess around and try to do some of that today and see how it turns out. Because I got new drum packs last night. A little bit of them. So I want to try some of my new kick drums and my new snares and stuff.
The only hot spot here is the winner circle.
But yeah, I do want to really get an NPC as well, to be honest. I've been kind of feeling to get one. Again, I always kind of like procrastinate and shit, man. I need to stop doing that.
Do you have the casting skills of a pro? Did you practice for the casting challenge? Only a perfect cast gets you on the leaderboard.
The casting challenge? What kind of casting are we talking about here? Some P. Diddy shit?
There's no fish up on land. Nice fish. Heel away. Drop the rides and grab the keys. It's going to take driving skills to get a good time. Blast off time.
All right, so I think I'm going to go with that one, blast off time. I'm going to drop that into Audacity and reverse it and like slow it down. Which one was that? Bass Pro Shops announcer. And then what one was it? 3?
Blast off time.
Yeah, there we go. Get in there, my friend. Blast off time. Let me cut that off, like right around there or something. Maybe even keep it at 1 second. Maybe that'll be good.
Blast off time.
Will that cut them off if I take this part off?
Blast off time.
Hell yeah, you know it.
Blast off time.
Ah, that's cutting them off a little bit there at the end. Let's leave that. All right, put them into reverse. Special. Let's give him some auto tune first to see how he sounds. Give him that T-Pain. There we go. Turn that max frequency all the way up. That one down. Threshold up.
Blast off time.
That didn't do shit. Do it again. Then again. And then we'll put the C major one on as well. Snappy C major. Oh man, now I got Laffy Taffy stuck in my head.
Blast off time.
He's a little bit auto-tuned now, but not much.
Blast off time. Blast off time. Blast off time.
All right, let's reverse them now.
Thoughts out. Thoughts out. Thoughts out.
I kind of want to have a longer. That's only 1 second. I should do something kind of longer than that.
It's going to take driving skills to get a good time. It's going to take driving skills to get a good time.
Say what? Let me see. Maybe I'll try out some PlayStation again. Voices from Hercules. There we go. Hades. Let's see what he's saying.
Game. Set. Match.
Ah,
Game.
that's kind of cool.
My favorite part of the game. Sudden death.
Oh, that's even cooler. I'll do that one. Should we auto-tune Hades as well? Nah, I think I'm going to leave Hades like he is. I don't really want to mess with that voice acting. It's too classic. Too classic. My favorite part of the game. Favorite sudden death.
Das Megazord off the riff.
Alright, cool. Should I put some, let me see. I might add some treble to that. Maybe put a little bit of distortion on it or something. Yeah, that sounds cool.
Das makes it off the riff.
All right, that does it. Actually, there's some other kind of reverb. I might add some reverb to it too.
Das makes it off the riff. Das makes it off the riff.
I got some samples last night just from I did like a quick Google search and got some off of Reddit and stuff like that. But I'm gonna dig around some more, maybe like tomorrow, and get some more, a lot different ones. This I got this video game like sample pack, which I wasn't using before. I was just like getting my own like soundtracks of video games and like doing them myself. But this pack that I got last night of video game samples kind of disappointed me because it has like all of the sound effects from all of these different games, but it doesn't have any of the music, which was kind of weird. I felt someone put like a ton of effort into like getting like thousands of different sound effects from games, and then they just left out the music. So I gotta look into that more. And then I got my drums. I got a new drum pack as well. I think just from the website of the software, or no, I might have got that one from Reddit as well. I can't remember, but that one is like 99 drum sounds, which is not. I want to expand that like much more. So I just got the 99 for now. But yeah, other than that, I've just been using what's on the software. But I'm definitely trying to expand and get more different sounds.
Das makes it off the riff.
Alright, that sounds super fucking devilish right there. Should we try to put a echo on that as well? Let me see how an echo sounds.
Das makes it off the riff.
Yeah, that sounds kind of cool, man. Not gonna lie. Alright, export. And that is Hades. Hades reversed. It's been a long time since, not Gades, Hades. It's been a long time since I watched Hercules, man. I gotta check that movie out again. Is that on Disney Plus? I seen some, man, like some animated movies that I used to watch back when I was growing up. Two in particular that I feel are so like underrated and like never get talked about, and I feel like they're Disney classics. Two of them, Titan AE and Treasure Island. Treasure Island's the name, isn't it? I think they came out around the same time, and I feel like they're so underrated and underappreciated. The style of animation that they did is just awesome. Like it's like hybrid animation, so like all of their like vehicles and stuff like that, say like their pirate ship and their spaceships and all that are all like 3D models, and then all of the characters are still like hand drawn in like the traditional Disney style. Which I think is really awesome, and I feel like those two movies are like never talked about enough. So yeah, I noticed those were on Disney Plus the other day. Actually, let me close this down right quick so I can get that new sample up. I feel like I could have put a little more distortion on that too, but we'll see what happens. Maybe I can just do that in here. What am I looking for? Oh yeah. Hades reversed. Damn it, I don't know which one's which, man. I called them both the same.
Das mir geht auf der Riff. 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 Das mir geht auf das mir geht auf das mir geht auf das mir geht auf der Riff. Das mir geht auf der Riff. Das mir geht auf der Riff.
Alright, that's it. Hades. You're going in there. I'll just drop him in every so often. I'm not going to have him running all the way through the song. So like miss 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Something like that. 3, 6, 9. 3, 6, 9. Alright. Doing something like that. I really want to build a bass line for this song though, man. But I don't want to use... I don't feel like using those basses that I have already, man. I feel like I've used them out too much, you know? Alright, I'm gonna put this. I'll put this real simple one in for now, and then like I will. I'll change this later, if anything. Alright, you going in there. I don't particularly care for you that much, but it's okay for now. And then we will get to building these drums.
Das mir exit off the riff. Das exit off the riff. Das exit off the riff. Das exit off the riff.
All right, let's see what we can do, y'all. Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? I'm going all out tonight. I'm just doing some weird shit, but I like that. I really like this Echo the Dolphin sample right here. The way it like worked out in the loop, and it's like reversed and shit like that. I like there's like a snappiness to it that I like. So that's why I kind of put this as the main sort of sound in the foreground, apart from the drums, of course. But I kind of want to build onto that, you know. This right here. I should go ahead and add some reverb to that actually, and like punch it up a little. Let's do that now. All right. Okay. One more step. There we are. I don't know why I always feel like most comfortable like building drums with like four bars. Sometimes I do 2 for a loop, but that's like extra like variety in the drums. But I normally like doing 4. I don't know why. I just find like it's easier for me to like loop the drums like that way, especially with this like 140 BPM that I'm normally been using. All right, where's that pack? Oh, I think it's right at the top. Yes, 99 sounds. Here we go. Oh, that's nice. I used that one last night though, that kick. Maybe that dry kick. Let's see. Or that gritty. Gritty's kind of cool. Yes. You. Oh, damn. Am I still live? My OBS crapped out for a second. Let's see. Hopefully. Oh, I'm good. I'm good. Okay. These headphones, they're not the best. I like them okay. I thought they would have been bigger though. I ordered these ones online, and to be honest, I wasn't really happy when I received them, just for the size of them, you know. But they're all right. They do the job okay, I suppose. And the bass in them's pretty nice. Oh yeah, they must have inspired me. I was actually I was listening to some Death Grips last night. That's how I was listening to a bunch of different experimental hip hop last night, and it just kind of like put me back on track. You know what I mean? Like it just kind of it took me out of that like strictly hip hop way of thinking, and just to be like, yo, loosen the fuck up and just do like some off the wall shit. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with that because that's what I'm going for at the end of the day. You know what I mean? So yeah, definitely maybe they maybe their influence has crept in. I don't like the way these last three right here are timed. Maybe the last snare is okay, but these two drums right here, I need to fix the last two kick drums. Yeah, I heard a little bit of Cloud Dead last night as well. I've never actually heard of them before, but last night was literally the first time I heard them. Pretty cool shit. They had like nice videos too, man. I really like their videos, the way they were doing those. Very inspirational type of stuff going on there. Alright, I think that sounds cool, but I want to get another, I want to layer another snare on top of that too. Let me see what this one is that I had already. Alright. Maybe this. I still feel like there's a little bit of something off with that, but I'll use that for now and see what's happening. There's something else that I want to put in there too. I feel like there's a ride or a maybe like another percussion or a tom or something that I could squeeze in there. Ooh, maybe this. snare right here. This third snare is fucking me up. Trying to get the timing right on that one. Alright, maybe something like that will work. I hope this all goes together okay with the samples that I've done, man. That would be nice if this worked out. That would be really, really nice if this worked out. Alright, let's see what's happening.
Das mir is it off the riff.
I think I'll slow this down a little bit more. God damn it. See, I really like those drums and I really like that sample, but they just ain't, they're just like not meshing together in a satisfying type of way. I hate it when that happens, man. That's a good thought. Give it all like sort of like a kind of tie it together. See, I was hoping that that echo sample would have kind of did that as well, because there's a sound in that like a sort of a not, it's not quite a symbol, but it's kind of serving the purpose of what I would like the symbol to be. But it's just no, you're fine, you're fine. Um, I have no problem with people like, you know, giving like ideas and stuff like that. Uh, because you didn't do it in like a rude way or nothing like that. You know what I mean? So that's absolutely fine with me. No, it's a good idea too. Um, but yeah, I was hoping that echo. I was hoping the sample kind of served as that in a way, like the that noise in the sample. But it's just not like it's just not lining up. You know, it's like throwing itself like all off time, which would be. I mean, it's like sometimes being off time in a little sense is okay, but it has to still like sound like kind of like it kind of makes sense to the ear, you know. I'm just not getting that right now with this. It's like it's just kind of like too much all over the place, you know. It's those like those last two kick drums and snares in particular just sound really off to me. I don't know why. I have a feeling that this is not going to work out too well either. But we'll try out that other Final Fantasy sample we made earlier too. Let's see if that fits any better with the drums. Put that up here. Man, those drums, man, at the end it kind of just like craps out and like stops for a few seconds, and I don't want that gap. There's like a gap in between the two samples, and I don't know why the snare and stuff are in the right place, so I don't understand like why it's doing that. That sounds kind of cool. I think that one sounds actually kind of cool. Let's see. This one might work. think that could work if I mess around with those drums a little more and get like the timing a little better. I quite like that sample too, man. Mortal Kombat for Sega Genesis had some amazing soundtracks stuff for it, so that sounds really cool, man. I might actually throw this Street Fighter 2 one into Audacity and like reverse that and see how that sounds. Oh, I just opened Blender by accident. It's been a minute since I've worked on Blender. I actually gotta get back onto that. I'll probably do some animation tomorrow actually. So I might live stream that. We'll see what's happening. What was I doing? Oh yeah. Actually, let me try that fucking. Nah, let me try the Street Fighter one first, so I don't get too confused. And I want to try that Golden Axe one too. All right, what did I have here? Yes. Let's see how that bitch sounds reversed. I don't know about that. I mean, we can take it in anyway and play around with it and see. But alright, now let's try Golden Axe too. I like that Golden Axe sample. That sounds pretty cool. Alright, let's see what we can do with those. There's got to be one of these that I'm like, yes, that's the one right there. I have tried a little bit of Cakewalk a very long time ago, but I heard that's like free to use now, isn't it? So I was definitely like considering. I actually was like looking at some new stuff that I could get the other night, and Cakewalk was one of them that came up. So I definitely got to get on that. But yeah, I used it very briefly and like many years ago. I can't really remember. Like, I remember liking it at the time, but I just forget like what it's like, to be honest. Oh, really? Oh, damn, that's a shame. That's pretty cool. This is pretty cool for a bass line, I think. All right, what was that other one that I did? Street Fighter 2. Where's that new one that I did? I can't see it. I see the original, but I don't see the reversed one. This is like my favorite Street Fighter song right here. Oh, that's cool. So what happens, like, does it sound better if, like, say for example, like you arrange something in Cakewalk and then like export it to something else? Does that make any difference, or is it still like bad? Does it still come out bad quality? Damn it, I love that song. That is so sick. I don't know what that sounds like, reversed. Man, that's a real shame. Cause yeah, I think I remember liking the way Cakewalk was like laid out and the way like the whole user interface kind of looked. But so that's a shame to hear. I'm surprised they like I'm surprised they let it go on in that stage, because it seems like obviously they still updated and stuff like that. So maybe it's like a matter of like, is it like the free version is like bad sound quality, and then if you get a paid version it's better? I wonder. That seems like a real shame. I think for some reason I remember seeing like Dr. Dre used to fucking use Cakewalk or something like that. Maybe I was wrong, or maybe I remember it wrong, but I don't know. Yeah, that's a damn shame. It's like crazy that like those the people that make that are obviously like experts in doing this kind of thing, you know, and it's like weird that they would make the sound quality of their fucking thing like that. That just seems very, very weird to me. drums are definitely too busy for this.
Das mir ist auf der Riff. Das mir ist auf der Riff.
You're all good. It's all right, man. All right, I'm trying to kind of make some more little bit more subtle drums there, and that with those same sounds, just to see if I can work something else out here. I do like this drum pattern, to be honest. There's just a couple of things off there. I think that's it. Let's see how it goes. Alright, let's try a different one of the samples. Mortal Kombat. Oh.
Das mir get off the riff.
Alright, so I'm kind of fucking with that, to be honest. Alright, so this top drum sample right here, I may save that. I still like that drum sample. It just sounds a little messy with the rest of the sample, so I might do something like leave that off for like the end of the track, for when like there's gonna be like no vocals or nothing like that, so the drums can just kind of go bananas and kind of just do whatever the fuck they want. So I might leave that here just to remind myself to do that. But these drums that I built after the second ones, they kind of fit better along with like beats in general, especially now that I like put the tempo up a little bit. It seems to like have worked out a little better for the arrangement as a whole. So damn it, OBS keeps disconnected. I may have too much stuff open up. Let me close down, because that happened the last time that I had. Audacity open as well, so it may just be overloading or something. Fast forward in his ass. Alright, so that one's out of the question. That one's not going to work with it. Mortal Kombat works with it, I think. Yo, that shit sounds kinda cool too. I ain't gonna lie. Maybe you can like switch it up or something. Make like, no, not that's the wrong one. So do like echo for 4 and then change to Mortal Kombat. It'll change like the sound of the song, but shit, that's what we looking for, man. Looking for all sorts of experimental nonsense going on. Although I do like Mortal Kombat a little better. Let's see what Final Fantasy sounds like with it. save that again. LMMS just shit itself. Save as. $34. Yes, I want to replace it. Thank you. Alright. So I'm not going to stay too much longer on the stream. There's one more sample that I want to try out. But we'll see how that goes. And then I'll maybe end the stream after that. Well, there's just one more I'm curious to try. I couldn't really get this one working before. Maybe that Demon's Crest right there. Maybe that Earthworm Jim one might work too. But again, I have to see what's happening. Come on, man. Sound kind of sick. I might want to change the pitch on that a little though. I'm not sure. I mean, it works okay in terms of like its function, but I don't know if that's the right sound for this track. We'll leave it there for now and see what's happening. What's this? Play, damn you. Alright, that's starting a little bit late. Let's try to fix that now. Zoom away in on that shit. I see it. I see it. Start points right there. Alright, let's see. Damn it, I wanted to get that little rise that was playing at the end, but I'm not going to be able to loop that very good. Alright, well, I think that's going to do it for this one, guys. Although I keep finding other samples that I want to mess around with. Like right before I go. Castlevania, huh? Yo, Pepsi Man would be awesome. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna get some. I'm gonna get a sample for that. I'll get that. I'll get that tomorrow and try to do something with that. That would be funny. That I'm not so sure about. But hey, we threw it in there. We see what's stuck. Alright, that one's getting taken out of the mix. What was this one again? This one. And then the Mortal Kombat one, I keep liking that. Probably take that one out the mix. Ah, thanks. Is it this one that you're talking about? This Golden Axe sample, or the bass line that I did myself? This one? That's like a sample from Golden Axe 2, but I like reversed it. Or else like this is the bass that I did by myself. I kind of have both of them running together. Yeah, I'm not sure about those drums too that I made. The second, if the first or the second, I'm not really like loving the drums too much, to be honest. I mean, they're okay, but I feel like there's maybe something else I got to do with those. So we tried out a lot of samples there. Some of them worked, some of them didn't, of course. But it is what it is. I had a lot of fun, like experimenting tonight. That was real fun, and it's just a real like. I feel real loose, you know. So the next time I come back in, I'll hopefully carry that same feeling with me, and we'll just kind of go crazy and see what we can come up with. This could work. I mean, obviously with a lot more perfecting and stuff like that. This may be able to turn into something. But again, I'll just have to choose the right samples and stuff like that we picked from there. And yeah, I do like that Golden Axe. I like that Golden Axe sample, the way it kind of turned into a makeshift bass line. That was pretty cool. And I'm glad that we like upped the tempo of the track and like a little bit as well. I think that did a lot of favors for it. But yeah, I think that's overall I'm happy with what we did tonight, even though it may not seem like a lot. It was good just to go in with that kind of frame of mind of just like letting loose and sort of just staying away from all the genre traps. So I hope you guys had fun hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. It was nice talking to all of you. I had fun tonight. So I'll be back tomorrow night. I don't know if around the same time, maybe a little later. But I wanted to kind of get finished up tonight, at least before midnight. So I was able to do that. Yeah, I'm feeling like I'm feeling the kind of direction that we could be heading next with this, and pretty happy overall. I feel like at least we got like a couple hours done again, and yeah, I'm looking forward to the next one. So I hope you guys come hang out with me again tomorrow night. No, tomorrow night I am not gonna be able to stream actually. Um, Tomorrow night's maybe one of the only nights that I won't be streaming. It'll be no problem, no problem. I hope everything's all good with you. Yes, but tomorrow night I won't be streaming. I'm actually going to a comedy show tomorrow night. I booked tickets for fucking Tim Dillon, so I'm going to see him tomorrow night. So I won't make it to a stream. I'll get home probably pretty late from that. The show starts at 8, and then I don't know how long it's gonna last for, and I don't know like what I'm doing after that. So I might stay in the city for like some drinks or something. I'm not too sure, but I'll see. Or maybe I'll just come home after that. But yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to stream tomorrow. That'll be like the one night that I've taken off for like the past, I don't know, 3-4 weeks or something from streaming. I've been streaming every day, of course. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that too. I'm looking forward to like getting out and hopefully seeing a funny show. So yeah, that'll be cool to see him. I booked the tickets for him like last month, so the date came up fast, man. I wasn't expecting it to roll in so fast, but here we are tomorrow night. I think hopefully it's tomorrow night, and I didn't. No, yeah, I'm sure it's the 2nd. I'm sure I didn't miss the show tonight. Watch me check the tickets after, and it'll be like I missed the show. No, I'm pretty sure that it's tomorrow night. So yeah, unfortunately, I won't be on tomorrow night, but look out for me on Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday night I'll be back with another stream. We'll do some more crazy experimental stuff. I'll get more packs downloaded. Hopefully I'll get more drums. I'm really looking for more bass lines and bass samples. And then I'll look for that Pepsi Man sample as well. I'll definitely get a hold of something from that. Yeah, so it should be fun. But thank you so much, guys, for subscribing to my channel, for hanging out with me. I hope you're all doing very well. If you're not, hang in there. Things will get better. It always does. And that comes from me, who is like depressed, like like maybe 30-40% of the time. I know that it always gets better. I'm feeling pretty good today, so that's always nice. So I hope it lasts a long time, where I'm in kind of a good frame of mind, and I'm just focused on having fun doing creative stuff, and just keeping my mind busy and all that. But yeah, guys, this has been a fun one, man. But I'm gonna go get a little something to eat, and then I'll probably go to sleep. Maybe watch a little bit of TV. I might watch some I've been kind of wanting to watch some of the Star Wars shows on Disney Plus. I've watched all of them except for I've watched all of them except for Ahsoka. No, I've seen a few episodes of Ahsoka actually. I think I got up to the one with Anakin, maybe. I think I got up to like episode 5 or something. But that wasn't really my favorite one. I think my favorite out of the Star Wars shows have been The one with I did like The Mandalorian to a certain point, but I've seen that one. I've watched that one a few times already. I've seen Mandalorian like 3 times, I think. Book of Boba Fett fucking kind of sucked for me. Obi-Wan kind of fucking sucked for me. There was maybe like a couple of pretty cool episodes. I liked the episodes of Obi-Wan where he went to like the cyberpunk city. That was cool. But other than that, the show was kind of trash for me. Ahsoka, that was okay. I think Ahsoka looked really cool, man. Like the production values in like all of the Star Wars shows have been pretty sick. But that's not always enough to keep me moving through the whole series. But no, my favorite of the Star Wars shows has probably been Andor. I really liked Andor. I like that character, and I like the fact that it goes like outside of all of the the regular Star Wars stuff, dealing with like the Skywalkers and stuff like that. Not that I'm like opposed to the Skywalkers or like their saga or anything like that, but I just feel like Star Wars is such a massive universe that they can, sort of afford to go outside of the Skywalker stories every once in a while. And I'm glad that they did that for Andor. It really worked out well, in my opinion. So yeah, I might watch an episode of that now. I've watched it already, like when it came out. But I remember I really enjoyed that, and I rewatched the first episode of it maybe like 2 weeks ago. So I might watch the second episode of that tonight while I eat something, and then probably just head to sleep. Luckily, the comedy show is until like 8 tomorrow night, so I have the day free to do whatever, but I don't know what I'll get up to yet. I'll see. And then, yeah, go to that at 8. Actually, yeah, I'll get some work done tomorrow, and then, when I get off, I got a few hours to sort of do whatever until the show starts, so yeah, I'm looking forward to that. But yes, I will see you guys on Tuesday. No, sorry, I'm getting mixed up again. Wednesday, I will be back with another stream. Like I said, I really enjoyed tonight. That was fun. Just messing around, experimenting, getting back into that experimental frame of mind. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed it too. If you haven't subscribed to my channel already, and you've made it this far in the video, thank you so much. I really appreciate you, but please do consider subscribing. I'll be streaming all the time. And yes, many, many thanks to all of you for checking out my video and hanging out with me. It means a lot to me. More than you know.